Alrighty, so here's what I'm doing. I'm going to loosen this nut up here on that steering shaft. And I'm going to pull both of my tie rod ends on both sides. I've got to pull that collar out on that nut, and then there's a nut right there. This nut comes out. This nut comes out. Then I've got to find out where my lines come in off of the steering pump. Then I take this nut out. I think I back this one off. And then I take this. There's two bolts, one right here, one on the other side. These lines will come off. That knuckle comes apart. And then I've got to rebuild this knuckle. All that blood trail just isn't good. I don't have to rebuild the outsides. So I think, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. 7 places this thing comes loose. 8, 9. I got to take off 9 nuts. Then I've got I have a tool that pops your ball joints out. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to put new sway bars on. I already have those. And then my baby should be leak-free. 350,000 miles, and this is the only thing that's given me fits. And I've just put it off long enough to where, well, it's time to deal with it. I don't have anybody running the camera, so once I get this out, I'll pop that knuckle loose and show you what's inside it. All of that, explain how it all goes together, all of that kind of stuff. Alright, later. Alright, right here, what I did is I brought my seat belt in to lock this steering wheel. The reason you do that, if this steering wheel free spins any which way, it will blow that clock spring. And the clock spring is what powers the steering column. So this is just a little trick there. All right, I gotta find sizes and start getting things loose. All right, so I got this bastard out, and holy shit, this where your steering hooks on, that is the worst part of every part of it. Now I've got to get it clean. These two lines just come, I hope I don't have to take them totally off, but I'm trying to get it clean now. And then there's a bolt right here, a bolt right here. This will lift off, and then this I loosened up while I had it still connected, because this seal shaft is what I need to bring out. Right here, that's my kit for it. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, I'll keep you posted. All right, so it's already done. I know I said I was going to do a video and show this. All it is a different shaft, and it's machined out, and then down on the bottom it has a worm gear. But by the time I got that thing out of there, I'm pretty sure sailors would have been blushing at the shit that I was saying. So anyhow, it is rebuilt, and then it just goes in exactly like it's sitting, but reverse process. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to get the steering column shaft. I think it's called a steering shaft. I ain't sure. And then I think I'm going to try to get this bolt in first. That way I can kind of rock it back and forth. The very last thing to go in is going to be the tie rod ends. And I just want to be able to move it so I can get holes to line up. And those tie rod ends, they will throw a monkey wrench in that plan. But the case, or the housing, casing, housing, all of that looks good. All I gotta do real quick is I got this stabilizer bar right here that I'm putting. I've got the other side in, and oh, I better be careful, I might be falling asleep. It's one nut right on top, this nut right here, all that shit drops out, and put that in, and then put the bushings and stuff on the other one, and put it all back together. So anyway, that's it on this project. I would probably ain't gonna do no more videos on this because, well, I ain't exactly sure what kind of language I'll be having by the time it's all said and done. I might be really cussing by the time I'm totally done. Anyhow, later.